Episode 10. Recap. The Duskwood Bargain. With their agreement with Lord Duskwood secured, the party departed Caer Lornach aboard one of Clan Falconius's swift river vessels, travelling south toward Loch Dracwyn. Before leaving, Griffith crafted enough holy water for every member of the group, while Aranthor stocked additional supplies for the dangerous road ahead. As the ship travelled downriver, the party witnessed troubling signs along the frontier. Smoke still rose from parts of Balforge, where several homes had recently burned. Rumours spread among the crew of unrest, cult activity and growing instability throughout the region. A tense moment followed when an unfamiliar naval vessel appeared nearby, only to be identified as a ship from Balranmara, the breakaway state known for assassins, arcane influence, and political intrigue. The group eventually arrived at Dracwyn Hollow, a rough trade town at the mouth of the river. There they learned more of the surrounding lands and the ominous reputation of the nearby fields of Larnwick. The locals warned of strange fogs, restless dead, and disappearances tied to the cursed plains beyond town. The following morning, the party abandoned their cart and travelled east along old hunting trails into increasingly desolate terrain. Griffith offered a prayer to Dianthos and was met by the appearance of a lone wolf, which seemed to guide the party toward ancient ruins hidden within the fog-shrouded plains. Deep within a fissure beneath the ruins, the group uncovered a massive underground chamber filled with murals depicting robed senators gathered around three relics: a crown, a ring, and a dark blade. Separate from the others stood the painted figure of a lone tiefling, clutching a chained book beneath the name Seregion Eragar, the Black. Exploring deeper, the party encountered dangerous regenerating traps and remnants of an ancient armory before finally making contact with the being they had come searching for. The Lich, Seregion Eragar himself. The ancient scholar spoke cryptically of the 9 items of power, the Whispered One, and entities tied to the strange place known as the Tynwald, leaving the party with far more questions than answers as the darkness beneath Larnwick continued to unfold. Episode 10. Recap. The Duskwood Bargain. With their agreement with Lord Duskwood secured,
cast your things first using your warlock spell slots or whatever, and then once you set yourself up, then you rage.
Like if I know I'm going into a fight, which so far hasn't happened,
Right.
I can do Arbor of Agathis, which gives me, that.
Yeah.
And then, end my weapon and then go into the fight.
Yeah.
And rage, and then I'm pure level 5 barbarian for the rest of the fight.
Right.
I hit my mute button when I should have just left it alone, I guess. Okay, well, anyways. We are back and we're live once again with more Kingdoms of the Shattered Crown. If you were here from the beginning or want to check it out, you can always replay it back on Twitch or when it gets posted up on YouTube. We've already had our game recap. So I believe everybody kind of knows where you're at and what's going on. So I will leave it up to all of you. Oh, before we do, monthly XP, you need somebody to roll.
I'll roll it. What are we rolling again? That's
what I don't have open, the XP. I knew there was something.
Yeah, I've completely forgotten what we roll for this. Is that also a
1d10.
Monthly
1d10?
XP is 1d10.
D10 times 100.
Yep.
There we go. Okay. D10. Roll the sevens. That'll be 700.
Awesome. And everybody can see that in the general chat.
Oops. Dang it.
Oh, and I'm pretty sure it's a no, but does anybody have a birthday this month?
Lots of people have birthdays this month.
In this particular game, Mr. Smarty Pants. That would be no. No one shouted that out. Okay, great. So Mindy is in chat. She yells, "Wee!" Or as she used to do, Man Bunny, who is somebody that followed another chat that we were involved with for a while. He was a fan. Okay, so with that roll out of the way, I don't think we have anything else for rolling. Make sure we denote XP for cosplay. And I will let you guys kick it off. You guys are back in Brannoch Tor at this point. It's now been a day since you've returned.
How long have we been gone? Or I guess how long since we left the other city?
Almost a week. When you consider travel, travel time to Caer Lornoch, and then travel time from there out to the fields of Larnwick, and then eventually coming back.
Okay, so I would be inspecting anything that's changed. So, like, what is our progress on building stuff? Did our merchant deal make their way here?
Yes,
etc.
They are as of this point. I don't think have you guys paid for the tavern yet? I don't think you have.
No.
Okay. Yep. Tavern, there's no progress yet on that.
But we could do that.
Or not. There hasn't been a completion of it yet. But that was one of the first things the people nearby were doing. There are several actual homes established, but they're not. They can use upgrades, obviously. Most of it was built in haste, mostly to protect against the elements.
Orcs.
Well, that and the elements around them to have an actual
She's back.
To have an actual roof over their head. Let me get her added real quick.
I'm sorry.
Mrs. Dowdy Mustafa.
I know.
I blame
Forgive
Windows.
me.
Okay, so we got everybody in. All right, so there is that. Obviously, the Wizard's Tower is currently under partial construction right now. There is it. How many farms do you guys have right now? You have the one at least, right?
We want to light up the second one this month.
Okay.
So we have one established.
So that means there is one that's fully established. Obviously, it hasn't quite had a yield, just for roleplay purposes, of a crop. But obviously, it has storage. It's got the farmhouse. They've got people out tilling the grounds to make sure it's ready for whatever needs might be. There, the fortress obviously has not been repaired, but it is it has 4 enclosures. Now, what those enclosures look like on each side depends on how far they've gotten along, but for the most part, there is at least 2 feet on every side. So holes that are in the wall are still there, unfortunately. The most progress they've had was on the tower portion, the lookout of the fort. and they've managed to cut wood planks and everything to cover up holes, so no one's going to fall through.
What about the merchants, did you say?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I knew I was forgetting something. That's the thing that has that has the most progress. That when it looks like when they eventually got here, they brought muscle with them. So obviously, all priority was given to the trading post as of that point. So actually, by the time you get there, they are, for all intents and purposes, it's functioning. They're just putting some of the finishing touches on, like stables, um, um, outhouse, some of the more cosmetic things that would be on the outside to establish a trading post. And then there is a field right next, or I shouldn't say a field, but there is a section of ground that has been specifically flattened and leveled as a grade for people to set up small stalls and sell from them. Obviously as a part of the trading post. So people coming in, if they've got like a cart, or if they've got a stand that they can bring in, they can obviously rent that from the trading post to sell their wares to people who come traveling in and out. And it's like one of the first things you see coming into Brannoch Tor. It's right off the road.
Okay. Cool. So yeah, I'll just be inspecting and introducing myself and
Okay.
checking in on stuff.
Okay.
Anyone else?
Anyone
If
else?
anyone wants to come with me, you're welcome to do that.
Alamar probably came with you.
Okay.
Once she woke up.
Once she woke up.
Yes.
She was late and she was like, oh no, she left without me.
Alamora the late. As she goes walking through town, it's like, how do they know?
I need my beauty sleep. In a bed.
So anybody else? Anybody doing anything specific this day?
I think Ernthor is going to he's going to be inspecting the fort stuff, but I think he also wants to talk to the militia that we've got, just to kind of see what happened while we were gone, anything of interest that we need to be informed of, and just kind of be aware of, like, what have they seen or what have they scouted in the time that we were gone.
Okay. Okay, so I'll get to you in a second then. Anybody else doing anything?
Yeah, Foles will head around the area, like do a scout now that they're back home, look for, signs of orcs or big wildlife or anything else he needs to be aware of.
Cool,
Doing his warden thing.
Sure thing.
Nope. Zara's sleeping in.
Griffith is going to be hunting and providing food for the community. We were also talking about having to find these ancient temples. So maybe if time allows, cycling through the temple we have on hand to see if there's historical records of trade or contact with other temple or deities temples.
Okay. I think I see what you're getting at. Gotcha. Looking for bookkeeping that might have survived the ages.
Right. We're talking about the ancient gods and finding their ancient temples. So maybe this ancient temple has records of other ancient temples that they were in contact with.
Cool. All right. Okay. So Asonia and Alamora. So as you're kind of going around taking stock of like who's doing what and how Brannoch Tor is starting to come together. Since, because you've already been here a month, since the week that you have left, it really feels like there's a sort of purpose now. Like everybody is sort of banding together to help others complete projects, like finish their home or whatever. So a sense of community is starting to sink in, especially with the trading post pretty much being up. It's already started to attract some people who aren't here to stay, but they've decided to show up to see, like, okay, what's going on? Do they have any wares to sell? And so it's already starting to get a little bit of attraction, that obviously will need to be defended. But that's why you have the folks at the trading post. They have volunteered per the contract to ensure that that particular road is safe, which actually, since you're walking around, you do notice you see what appears to be men and a few women, 5 total, 2 women, 3 men, mostly human, that all have the clan colors of Clan Falconius. And they are, with the exception of the sergeant of the guard, most everybody is lightly armored, specifically for speed. They have horses that look like they're probably pretty fast, and they have some light barding armor that goes with it. So if nothing else, it's giving off an air of professionalism. But as you make your way around, the two of you end up seeing some rather burly looking guy picking up another one who's kind of spindly and just chucking him. And they seem to be that they're on a particular plot of land that's kind of close to the road. It's a little off, but once once you can tell that once a place gets set up, it's probably going to be a prime spot for a business of some kind. As to what that is, you're unsure, but it's a good spot. And the big guy kind of lobs and almost shot puts the guy. And he goes flying, and you end up hearing him yell something effective like, "No, this is my land. I came here first." And like mid-air, as the guy goes flying, he says, "You just didn't see my flag."
I thought you were going to say that he said, "Hooey."
You got me with that one. Yeah, you got me with that one, unfortunately.
I mean,
Sorry.
I'm not good at impressions. Okay, so it's a matter of like they're fighting over the same plot.
Yeah, clearly it's a territorial dispute.
Okay, so I'll walk up to them and say, "Gentlemen, good morning. What is the problem here?"
So the spindly looking guy, both of them look like they probably work. They do manual work of some kind. The spindly looking guy, because he's skinnier, he's a tailor or sewer or something to that effect. Not quite as like the heavy lifting as the other guy. The other guy's since you made such a focus on bringing in people who could fight and or farm, he probably fits that dimension a little bit more. And the spindly guy is actually at Asonia's feet. So he's quickly like pushing himself up and and trying to brush himself off, and it's like, "Oh,
and I'll offer a hand to pull him up.
Oh, yeah. So yeah, he tries not to take it because he's just trying to. He's already kind of humiliated.
He's trying to save face.
Yeah. So and he's like pushing up a little bit and brushing himself off real quick as best as he can, and he's like, "Oh, apologies, my lady. It's a territorial dispute. He did not see my flag. There was no flag. There's nothing here, not even a painted rock." And so he turns and like shouts back at him, and he's like, "That's because you don't have eyes to see." And he's like, points over a direction which it's not clear what exactly he's pointing at.
Surely there is a better way we can settle this.
And so the spindly guy, kind of nods, and he looks to both the two of you, and he says, "Of course there is. It's mine."
Who was here first?
In stereo, they both yell, "Me!"
Can anyone vouch for it?
Yeah. So I mean, at that point, spindly guy is like, "Oh, we talk to so and so and so and so," and then the other guy's like, "Ha! I had like 3 guys from the bar come down here and watch me plant my flag."
Have either of you spoken to my steward?
And so they both kind of pause for a second, and the one guy who's back off a little bit, who's the brawnier looking of the two, doesn't really say anything. The spindly guy kind of looks around and he says, I believe so, milady. It's been very busy ever since we established a foothold here. But I'm positive I put through the appropriate paperwork.
I'm gonna look to the burly guy and see what he says to that.
Okay, so he shrugs and he says, "You and I both know it was finders keepers. Everybody first got here and made a rush for the plots of land. So kick rocks."
I'll turn to Alamora and say, "Is that how we're dividing up the property?"
Why don't you both give me perception checks?
Do, do, do. Do, 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 do.
What are dice? Which one do we roll for this? Oh, D&D.
Perception.
Oh,
yeah, my
LPD.
perception sucks. Okay. 17.
Wow. So Alamora, aka Polly Shore, actually
What?
wound up.
Yeah,
with
I rolled a 1.
Oh,
It's a good start for the night.
Sonia got a what?
1.
Failure. Oh no.
Plus 13.
Yeah, how
Holy
do you get plus
cow.
13?
That's my. Isn't
That's
that what I rolled? That's my passive perception.
Oh no, you
No?
don't.
No,
You
no,
don't
no,
add
that's
your
not how you
passive
do that.
perception. No, you.
What
you
am I
add
rolling?
Wisdom score.
So,
Your perception score, or your perception skill.
Oh, my wisdom?
Yeah, are you trained in
Oh, there it
perception?
is. Plus 4. Okay, just kidding. Should I scratch that or just go with a 1?
I'll tell you. Go ahead and roll again.
Okay.
oh, generous DM, thank you.
I'm telling you, I don't know how this works.
Yeah, if you're skilled with perception, then you'll probably have a little bit more. Otherwise, if you don't, it's going to be
Okay.
willpower.
19 this time. a little bit different.
It's similar to
Slightly
WoD,
better.
as like abilities. So you roll instead of dots, you get a number next to it.
Yeah.
I just meant I forgot how gaming works.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Our
It's
dice.
the off week, you know. We only have one game this week.
Yeah.
Okay, so you both seem to remember that when everybody was starting to get here and before your steward had a chance to really dig into anything politically, there was a discussion of everybody racing out and basically planting a stick, with a flag on it or something for what it was territory-wise they were wanting. Very much kind of like the gold rush era here in the United States. So it's possible that they both could be right.
We should check with this with Serantis and see if this has been cataloged yet.
We are requiring everyone to register, right?
I believe their land would need to be registered before they started building, right? I hope so.
Well, seeing as the two of you seem unable to work it out on your own, we are going to confer with the steward and come to a consensus. We
Also-
will be in touch.
May I ask a quick question? Why is it we have lots of land. Is there a particular reason why you're fighting over this spot?
So the spindly-looking guy, looks back and he says, "Well, given the direction of the road coming in, this is going to be an ideal location for my tailor shop, so I can do repair work and leather working and fine clothing, which I'm sure my ladies would appreciate." The other guy's like, he's like,
Smart.
he says, "Yeah, well, I was thinking maybe another tavern here at this location, but we can take it up with the steward. This is just simply mind over matter. I don't mind because he doesn't matter."
Ah,
Is that any
all
way
right.
to treat your neighbors? You're going to be stuck with each other for a good while.
So at that point, the spindly guy looks and he says, "Well, my lady, he did throw me like a rag doll. I would prefer the insult over the physical altercation."
Fair enough.
True, but we're trying to build a community here, and if she like slowly tilts her head and like smiles congenially, but a little bit like just a teeny bit menacing to the other guy. We're trying to build a community. If you don't wish to be congenial to your neighbors, you could go back home.
Okay, well, that is a threat. Roll for intimidation.
Okay.
Oh boy. What are her intimidation skills?
They're actually
Wait,
pretty
that's
good.
based on charisma, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
It definitely is. Okay.
Quietly, Follis is just walking around in the background, making noises with his muscles as he flexes, just like.
14.
Okay, so I mean, at that point, they both, kind of, back up a little bit at the thought of, being basically having put in all this work to only have to go back, and it's like, oh no, my lady, it's I'm sure we can work something out as soon as we speak with the steward. And the bigger guy's like, "Oh, that, yeah, of course we can. I'm sure we can work something out."
Good. Let us go speak with him.
Okay.
Should-
So that is what you guys are doing, walking to go catch up to where the steward has basically the royal tent, since there's not really an official home or house for it just yet.
Should we bring the gentleman with us, or should we go speak with him privately first?
I would actually ask that in character between you and Alamora.
Okay, let's pretend that I whispered that to you, to Almora.
You're right. I do think we should talk to him alone, not bring them along. They will just argue as they have done here. We can...
Okay.
Hopefully, the information has been documented, and then we can bring the verdict.
Okay.
Can we get their
so-
names too, Jerome? If they...
Absolutely. NPC 1 and NPC 2.
That's perfect. And just we
That's-
wanted to distinguish so that, we can give it to Maven.
That's what I thought their names were.
I thought
glad I
it
was
was
right.
I thought it was Brawny and Scrawny.
Yeah, the new names, Jerome.
Nice.
Brawny and Scrawny.
No,
Is that from the Therian NPCs?
yeah, that's their family name.
Yeah.
We come from family Scrawny.
Clan Scrawny. Here's our flag.
Yeah, it's barely a flag. Like,
Yeah.
normally it would be
It's
like
a
a normal.
thin one.
It's just a very
Yeah,
thin
more
one
of
that's
more
only
of a
about
ribbon
half
than
the
a
size.
flag.
Yeah.
It's more of a color of ribbons. They're individually flapped. It's quite lovely.
All right, to Maven.
Okay, so you head over to the tent. You can actually see that, like, one of the flaps is up, and they've got the. He's already got the overhanging the tent, posted up. Basically, anytime you see this, it means you can approach. I mean, you guys can do whatever you want, but anybody can typically approach. It's kind of open for business, or he's available to speak to for something. That way, people don't have to like come try and find him.
Maven, how are you?
So he has kind of a desk there and a table, which has a rough map of the area. It looks like there's been obviously some updates and where they're trying rather than write and rewrite constantly. He's got a couple pieces like a painted rock to symbolize something and a couple carved pieces of wood to symbolize some other things right now as they're getting things done. And he quickly stands up as the two of you approach and he says, "Oh, my ladies, please do come in."
Thank you.
He pulls you both a chair.
Well, we have discovered a land dispute. Do you perhaps have paperwork regarding which land has been claimed by whom?
He says, "I have been very busy, milady. 100,000 apologies. There has been a great deal that has needed my attention. I'm certain it's in there someplace, but I haven't had a chance to deal with it as of yet, and their bickering and fighting hasn't helped any."
Right. In your professional opinion, how would you handle such a case
Well,
of land dispute?
initially it would be whoever founded it first.
They both claim they founded it
I've heard
first.
rumors of such. So I've been leaning more heavily into those who I have papered into that, but we're still doing that given the number of projects we've got going around.
Of course.
But if my ladies would be so kind to assist, I would welcome the interruption.
Assist how?
Make an official decision?
Oh, you want us to just decide?
Well, as I see it, both could perhaps have a claim to the land.
So they share it, potentially.
That whatever options my ladies desire, that's fine by me, and I can certainly draft up a contract saying as such and make it enforceable.
I do have an idea, Asonia. Perhaps they could work together, like have a business partnership. Like, no, if I don't know which one, but perhaps say the brawny innkeeper build a inn there, but he has to commission all his work from the leatherworker, like the chairs and the cloth and all those things, so that he gives business to the friend, or vice versa.
It's an interesting idea. Jerome, where is that plot in relation to the other tavern?
The tavern originally had been kind of right at the confluence of the main road coming in, and then what is kind of shaping up to be a like one of the first curves, basically the main street. So it sits back maybe 50 or so yards from that, as other people are starting to like set up like their homes or earmarked for potential shop space or whatnot.
Because if he's planning to make a tavern, I don't think we'd want it to be super close to the other tavern, right?
That is true. We wouldn't. Where? She turns to Mavis and sort of Asonia. Where is the trade route setting up? They're going to need places to stay, and food to eat, as they come in to trade.
So he points on a map and shows you like where the main artery coming into Brannoch Tor is at.
Perhaps, and she'll point to maybe a spot near there, perhaps an inn right here would be better business for him.
It could be, but he doesn't seem to have the temperament for somebody to run an inn. I think that's why he was seeking either a tavern or, given his size, perhaps something blacksmithy.
Oh, if he was doing blacksmith work, that could go really well with a leather worker. Although we probably would want to have both of them fairly on the outskirts of town, just from the noise and the smells and the interruption.
So perhaps maybe instead of both of them don't get it, that spot, and we move them closer to the trade, they'll have lots of blacksmithing, taverny work by the trade spot. Wouldn't they?
I mean, Maven he nods and he says that that is a possibility. Yes.
Would setting up those shops so close to the trading post eat into their profits?
I don't believe so.
They could get, if people could get goods from the trading post, then why would they commission them at either a blacksmith or a leather worker?
Well, the trading post is more of a location where they are selling already pre-made items, or what has come from afar.
Whereas commissioning local could be less inexpensive. Potentially. Who knows?
Oh, logistics are not my. This kind of logistics is not my forte.
But if we offered
This is
them
why we hired a city planner.
Perhaps if we planned and gave them maybe a little bit more land, we could appease them both, but further out.
Might I offer an additional comment?
Please.
Please.
But since they have potentially skills that could work with one another, maybe my ladies could work some sort of supplemental offering where the one building is designed, but the building is perhaps a little bit larger to incorporate both of their businesses, and both get the location, but both are forced to work with one another.
Kind of
I
like
think
what
that is
Alamora was
fair.
suggesting.
That's fair.
This would
I don't mind that.
This would offset some of their cost for building an establishment as recompense for needing to work with one another. Both giving them essentially the location. Yeah, Rachel's like Taco Bell and Long John's, basically.
You mean Taco Bell and Pizza Hut?
Yeah, I mean both. I've seen both. Like
Yeah.
someone's keeping them in business.
I can't remember the last time I saw Long John Silver.
They're all the same company.
Yeah.
Crazy.
All right, so I believe, and please correct me if I'm wrong, Asonia, we offer them a lot. They must work together, share the land, but they will get a larger building. Where they have basically shared services, blacksmithing and leather work. However, they said he was a tailor. Blacksmithing,
Tailor and leatherworking.
blacksmithing and fabric don't go so well
that is true.
together. Perhaps maybe that's where they sell their goods? Like they have an alternate location and then have a place to... No, that would require more people, and people we do not have.
Well, if he keeps it to leatherworking, it shouldn't be a problem. He could always do additional sewing or tailoring off to the side somewhere, probably out of his own home.
Well, we could see what they think of the idea.
Let us go confer. Thank you for your help. Thank you, Maven.
Oh, of course. And I can earmark some gold to help establish this particular larger building. But it's still incumbent upon them to come up with the rest.
Thank you. Yes, please do that.
Okay, so he sits down with an abacus and starts, making some calculations.
All right. Let's go speak with them.
All right. So we head back.
Okay. They are not. They're not. They're shouting at one another, but they're not in any physical altercation at this point.
Good sirs, we have returned with some answers.
So they both stop what they're doing and provide the appropriate attention.
Would you like to say it, or would you like me to?
We propose that you share a larger portion of land here and work together in the same larger building, which we will help offset the cost of. And you can have your separate businesses here together.
So they both kind of like. But so Asonia, since you're basically relaying it, why don't you give me
Persuasion?
Sure.
I also cast Bless, so you get a D4.
Mm.
Fancy.
Woo, magic fingers. Or I use my new wand. Pew!
Jazz hands.
Can I do 1d20 plus my modifier plus 1d4? Or do I need to roll them separately?
I don't know. I'd actually prefer you to, for the time being, anyways, roll them separately.
You can actually, but
Oh.
Well,
Whoa.
you don't need to. You got a crit.
Whale.
There you go.
27.
We're gonna round them off at the pass, Pilgrim. Okay, yeah. So they stop and they look at one another and they say, and the big guy's like, offset. What? And he
Means we're
said,
buying into your businesses.
and so the more spindly guy is like, he's trying to like visualize it for him. He's like, we would have had like this, and we're gonna have this, but we need to work together, sort of thing. And he's like, oh, I didn't even think that was an option.
It would be especially useful if we had leather work and a blacksmith right here in this area. Don't you think? Close to the trading post. Nice traffic.
Yeah.
Similar needs for the businesses.
And the spindly guy is like, we kind of already got a tavern right now. This we need the blacksmith sort of thing. You're clearly strong. It's like, yeah, I've got a bit of an arm.
I could see you being extremely useful and proficient
Sonia laying it
at
in there.
blacksmithing.
I couldn't agree more.
And so he looks to the spindly guy and he says, So what do you say then? We gonna be partners? So the other guy looks at him and he says, just no more rocks. And he's like, ha, ha, yeah. And then he kind of shakes his pocket, and like a decent sized rock tumbles out. And he says, sure, of course.
We will. You ought to register your plans with the steward, and we will be checking in on your progress very soon.
And please, no more violence.
And they both kind of hold their hands up. It's like, oh, no, don't, no more violence. And we're free to make our homes adjacent to the shop.
Yes.
And so at that point, Spindly guy kind of elbows him a little bit, and he's like, kind of best of both worlds. He says, do you think we can be neighbors? He says, yeah, I think we can work that out. Keep your snot-nosed little punks off my property. And he chuckles. He's like, I don't have any kids. Exactly. So confused, he kind of shrugs. He says, sure, kind of thing.
and if you go ahead.
No, I was going to say, with that, they go start walking over towards the steward to diffuse the issue and sign an amended agreement that obviously gives them both rights to that particular land, as well as the offering that you gave to them, so that way they can start building on that.
Ooh. Well, so far so good, I suppose.
Yes, that went much more smoothly than I had anticipated.
Yeah, I'm glad.
You were quite convincing.
Oh, it just makes a little sense,
It does. Much. We need that kind of work, especially. Metalwork has multiple uses, tableware and also war,
Okay, so who was going to the to check in with your troops, your manpower, the militia?
I think I was, but my internet is like really bad right now. I think. Let's see if it goes up. Okay, looks like it's getting up. Okay.
Give it some Beano. It's probably just guess.
Oh, I wish I could burp my internet. That would absolutely.
I know, right? Just like
just smack it until it farts. Okay. It looks like it's picking up a little bit. Yeah, Aaron Thor is going to go and just kind of see what the word is from the militia.
Okay, well, you obviously have a few men. Then there's Ronto and Vartan who are there. So
yeah, I'll talk to Ronto and Vartan.
Oh, we're starting to lose him already. What a bummer.
Oh man.
Okay, so when you so right now, Ronto and one of the other militiamen they're posted up near near the fort at this point, just kind of keeping an eye on everything. Since the fort's really only good for watching the horizon, really to see if something's coming. That's kind of where they're at right now. So when you walk down that long trail to the fort and climb, upstairs, they just happen to be sitting and looks like they're rolling dice.
Yeah, I'll kind of just walk up and be like, so my friends, has there been any news, anything on the horizon since we were on our trip?
So Ronto at that point puts a pause on the dice and stands up and he says, no, nothing new as of yet.
Great. It is good news so far. Nothing is poised to attack. Have you found any trails or anything that might be a indication that we are being watched or that we are being spied upon?
Yeah, it was kind of hard to make out what you were saying there.
Oh
'cause
my
you had a
goodness.
bad connection.
You were like slow-mo, weird accent kind of person. Like I did not understand whatever you said.
It sounded like real Russian.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm here to check on your car's extended warranty.
Oh, even worse. Mm-mm.
His internet is also Russian.
Yep.
Oh,
I feel like if it was Russian, it'd be probably
Got to
better.
bicycle power it.
Have you? So we'll get back to you in a second. Then go ahead and try and clear your cache. If we
Right.
don't see anything better, then you might need to reboot.
Did you download the big update?
I'm on a
What?
Mac, so
Oh, Microsoft had a update.
Yeah.
oh.
Okay, so Griffith is in the process of cooking and doing cooking things. So if you want to make a roll for that, Matt, you can. Who is blowing into their mic?
Oh, that's sorry, me. I'm just. I did this number and I apologize. Like I was just trying to think.
She's
about
in
what
her
the hell am
spring
I
phase,
doing.
okay?
Oh, true.
It's just a reflection of the weather.
She was breathing spring weather.
I'm just not sure what my character's doing right now. That's all.
All right, cooking roll coming up. Oh, why didn't I like that? Oh, because I put a space. Only a 15. So for hunting and providing food, cooking it up, group cooking for the majority of the needy, or not needy, but our colonists, if you will, who still haven't become self-sufficient. All right. By the by, what kind of hunting is accessible in this area? Testing 1, 2, 3.
I'm still here.
Everybody
Hold
hear
on.
me?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're welcome to hunt whatever you like. That's my job, or my permission.
He's gonna have a hard time hunting octopus up here.
Yeah.
If he can find them,
He may not be able to find octopi up here, but he may be able to find rock lobster. Sorry, B-52s. All right. So you so there are deer that's fairly plentiful in this particular area. There's also elk. There are goats. Given the given some of the cliff sides and whatnot. So and then of course there are some free roaming range cows, or as the Scottish might call them, coos on the ground.
range cows
Yep.
as opposed to melee cows.
Yes, as opposed to melee. Yes, they can fire off their horns with deadly accuracy.
Not a big fan of melee cows.
Yeah,
Especially undead kind.
unfortunately they have earned the nickname of battle cattle.
That I like.
Yeah, from the unwary traveler who discovered
Nice.
I take a D4 of damage from that pun.
I liked it.
It's
That
actually
was a
I'm picturing an
fabulous.
oversized saddle actually.
yeah, it's actually a game. Battle cattle
If they
is basically the BattleTech version of bovines.
Wow.
and if they start hanging out with the lich, then we get to call them zombief.
No, true. Yes, zombie. That was funny. But so
Fabulous.
that's so basically you've got plenty of options. They're not too worried about what you pick. You rolled well enough that you managed to get like 2 or so, and you can make it into whatever it is that you want to help feed everybody in the area. So are you trying to let's just say this? Are you trying to target a breakfast, lunch, or dinner meal?
Well, I would. Yeah, so insofar as like the daily grind, so to speak, I mean, it would be hunting in the morning, dressing and butchering, and
Okay.
then feeding in the evening, kind of thing.
Which will work out perfectly.
Preparation
So
wise, yep.
basically everybody's got something to look forward to at the end of the day. So Matt, as you were kind of going through town, with a cart from one of the locals, because of course your cart is not here. You have no cart. You pass by the what is soon to be the first tavern that's here, and they've already got a sign posted up, and it reads, "Wanted, Lady of the Last Crumbs." And Matt is muted.
Oh, sorry, thought I hit my unmute button. So
No,
I certainly don't qualify. I don't believe to fill that role. Um,
that's
but I am
pastries and the
kind
wrong
of
gender.
yeah, I am kind of curious what that role is.
Okay. So do you take a look at the sign then?
I take a look at the sign, and I guess I would also like ask the soon-to-be proprietor what a lady of the last crumb is.
Okay. So he's actually in business. The building just isn't finished at this point. So he already knows who you are. You're the guy who's chef of the land, basically. Like, after you earned that title, like most of the locals that are here now fully understand why. And so he says, "Oh, that's apparently folklore from Caer but it seems to have carried over from here. Some locals seem to be talking about a lady who leaves them a pastry after she's done the dark sundries. Somebody's got a 10 gold piece reward for anybody who could lead to her location or even a name. If you ask me, it's a bit odd."
I would agree. And in fact, I would say it's probably something of myth and legend. Um,
I was
Local,
thinking about the same thing.
perhaps you could capitalize on such a uh, mythological creature and incorporate it into your business.
You mean a moistened watery tart?
I mean, provided, however, it seems to you is the correct or what would be the right um, as a uh, advertisement.
Okay, I'll give it a thought or two. Run it by the missus, see what she kind of thinks of that. You don't think it's a bit odd, though? Maybe off place?
Of course, it's odd, but that is what makes a signature, is it not?
Oh, good point. Good point.
Since it's nebulous and vaguely defined, you can define it as you wish.
I didn't think of it like that. I got to think of some kind of pastry that kind of matches up with that. Got to be a bit crumbly, I think. Okay, you give me some things to think about to take back to the missus. Well, thanks again. Was there anything I could do for you, sir? No, you muted again.
I was just curious as to your sign and what it is you were actually looking for.
Oh,
I
that's
do
just
not
a
consider
wanted
myself
board.
a lady of the crumb, so
Yeah, that's just a wanted board. It's not. It's more. I put that out there to attract attention, and like 2 days later, somebody posted that little bit about Lady of the Last Crumb.
and it worked. It got my attention.
That's okay. Well, I guess it's a good deal. Then I'll probably get a bit bigger board, so more people can post up there.
And I will perhaps be able to spread that around as I go to talk to other folks.
Oh, okay. That sounds good. Well, if that's all, then when you're not busy doing the butchering and making dinner, why don't you come on down? We can give you a pint or something.
I would look forward to that. Thank you.
So he kind of waves, and then of course somebody flags him down for a drink. Tavern isn't even fully finished yet, and he's already got a town drunk in there.
What kind of tavern does it look like it's going to be? Is it going to be just a tavern, or is he anticipating an inn? Or
Yeah, it has a second story to it, so it's going to have some rooms for rent here as well.
Excellent. I think we're going to be needing that with the trade coming in from the expanded trade contracts. So, all right, I will continue moving on then. I still want to do the exploration of the temple, looking for any records of other temples in the known territories.
I don't. Are you getting the cyberpunk game confused with Firefly? Because you had
No, you remember
you had the town
we
drunk
had
there.
we had. I mean, I thought of both, but I was thinking about the cyberpunk one where, one of us was.
Oh, that was Justin. Yeah, he was
Oh
acting as the town
yeah.
drunk.
Oh,
Yeah.
Justin. That's right. That was an adventure.
Oh right, now I remember what you're talking about. Yeah,
Yeah. We
Yeah,
were
yeah,
in
okay.
Old West Town.
Yep.
Yeah, didn't he get like shot in the butt?
He did.
Yeah.
Good times.
Okay, so Matt, we'll get back to you then on the temples. Who else had something going on?
Me, I was
I don't really have
scouting.
anything going on per se, but because I am, I guess, the counselor, I want to make sure like the vibe of, I guess, the town is. I'm kind of seeing like what are people doing. I'm kind of observing, and I think I'm just going to walk around town, talk, and just mingle and just get to know people.
Okay. So then, since you're trying to mingle, why don't you give me where did I put that? Here we go. We'll say you're talking to people, so why don't you
Yeah, I'm trying to be charismatic.
persuasion.
Persuasion. Okay. Man, not that charismatic, I guess.
What?
I have a +0, weirdly.
Wow.
Charisma, yeah. I mean,
Given how you play
my
the
big
character-
stat was 17.
Yeah,
I
was gonna
know,
say,
right?
Given how you play the character, I thought she had all kinds of charisma.
Well, that means I'm just that darn good. Okay.
There you go. Don't hate the player, hate the game.
There you go. All right. So charisma. All right. That's just a straight D20. All right. Good stuff. Uh, 14.
Okay.
Did I roll the wrong one? No, I did indeed rolls. Okay.
That isn't bad. So people have
Yeah,
already
that'll
identified you as kind of like the town counselor, and the person who checks with the vibes, like checking on everybody.
Yeah, I'm just
Um,
trying to get to know people, what they do, what their specialties are,
Sure,
kind
sure.
of just be understanding of, where their skills are.
So obviously you already know part of it because you know there
Mhm.
was that big push initially to find people who could fight and or farm to like
Mhm.
hardy, people. That's most of them. Outside of that, many of the people, as you're talking to them, just getting the brief overview of their origins, many of them have come from Theria.
Mhm.
In fact, the bulk of them have, and some of them came over like right away because they were in the city across the river in Theria.
Mhm.
Others were kind of in immigration camps outside of Caer Lornoch.
Mhm.
They're allowed to enter the city, but they weren't allowed to inhabit anywhere for the
Yeah.
time being, just so as they were working on being vetted. But when this opportunity came up, obviously they jumped on it, and came with whatever they had on their backs.
Oh, understandably. Okay.
And you have there is and it's primarily because of Ronto and Vartan, that there is a bit of the Kujaku prefecture here, Asian basically.
Oh, okay. That's great, actually.
So
Okay.
so there's a little bit of, and as you're getting to know people, you do notice that a small shrine has been set up. The locals tell you that Vartan had originally set it up. It's just meant for spiritualism. So if you need to pray to somebody, go ahead and pray. If you don't pray and you just need to meditate, you can do that as well. It's not dedicated to any particular deity. It's all
Okay.
open air.
Okay. Cool. So as I'm going around, can I, as I'm talking to people, basically give them like a cup or a cup of copper or something to basically get a drink on me at the tavern, kind of promote business around town, sort of deal.
Absolutely. Why don't you erase 10,
Um,
10 copper as you kind of
I shall.
spread the
It's
spread the wealth
just
around?
yeah, basically spread the word. Hey, you know what? On me, because I appreciate the fact that you took the time to even uproot yourself as it was to our cause, and we appreciate it. So yeah, on me.
Sure, sure.
So
Yeah, that's very cool. And you also notice as you pass by the tavern, like on your way to look at some of the or talk to some of the outlier families, you see that notice of Lady of the Last Crumb.
later the crumb. I just don't think anything of it because it's like, okay, well that's cool. I have no idea it pertains to her. So yeah, she'll go around kind of doing that, just kind of just getting to know the people, and just promoting local businesses and things. So
Okay.
that's pretty much her whole mission right now.
Sure. So Follis, you were doing what again?
So I mean, he's headed out into the woods just for scouting.
Sure. Okay.
But while I'm out there, I would like to take some bread and some shiny things out there, and I want to try to get the attention of Crow/Raven.
Okay.
Like toss food their way until I can get some to come to me.
So you're just looking for just the Raven in general, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
they're smart. I'm trying to find.
Sure. Why don't you give me an investigations check then? Because you're on the prowl.
Of all my stats. Oh wait, I actually have proficiency in that. How about that?
So it's not nothing.
23.
Wow.
Woohoo.
Some pretty good rolls tonight. Okay, so you eventually find a murder. You're actually nearby the Temple of the Dawnfire.
Okay. Can I get him to come to me? Or to the ground around me?
If you drop some shinies, perhaps.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Okay. So do you just drop it right in front of you, or you kind of drop it to the ground and step back?
I mean, I'll toss it out, a few feet away.
Okay. So you're a little bit away from it. All right. Well, one of them bites, and comes sailing down, gets kind of close, nearby like a tree or something, just kind of like looks at you, and it's clearly trying to make out what the hell you are. You're two things it's seen before, but never together.
I'm going to talk to it. I'm going to activate beast speech.
Okay.
And it was, hey, bird.
So it looks at you.
I want to be friends.
So it kind of looks around a second. Clearly it's understanding that for some reason now it can understand you. And so it caws out and it says, and you kind of motions a bit with its body, and it says, shiny.
I'll toss it a shiny.
So close to it then?
Yeah.
Okay. So it flies down, scoops it up, and brings it up to the tree real quick and sets it down carefully, like right on the limb so it doesn't fall off.
I'll make you a deal. I will bring you more shinies if you tell me whenever somebody comes from the direction the sun sets.
So it like turns and it looks for a second.
You and your friends.
And so it caws out again, something to the effect of like, what people?
Any people. From anywhere past the big building. But he references the fort.
Okay. So you refer to it like a big building that kind of like looks over there, and it says, it understands that you're denoting it like an object. It doesn't understand what building is, but it's like, okay, that thing.
Yeah.
And so it caws again. More shiny?
I'll toss another shiny.
So it quickly, flies down real quick, snags that, and brings it up to the tree, and it caws out again to the murder that's not too far away, and several come down, almost like you threw out bird feed for pigeons or something as they start scooping up the shiny.
So and I'll be speaking to all of them. Like I will make you this trade. I will bring you treats and shinies, and you watch for people from the sunset direction.
So that, it kind of turns. It kind of turns and looks, and it's cawing back at the rest of its murder, and they're very loud now. Obviously, as they're all like talking amongst themselves and trying to decide. And collectively, if you're going to give them more shiny and food, they're okay with it.
Remember, if you see anybody coming this way from that side of the mountain, you come find me.
So it caws again. Find more shiny. Find food. It seems to understand.
Okay. I'll have taken like a loaf of bread. I'm gonna shred it up and toss out, food. I'm gonna toss out, whatever.
Okay.
Shinies.
Okay.
And keep going.
Okay. Yeah, they are thoroughly happy at this point.
Which means I need to make regular stops by the blacksmith and pick up the shavings.
Oh. Okay. All right. So then, Quaid, were you doing anything?
I think at this point he would actually be headed to the militia as well. He probably would have seen like S1Ep11 because he wants to actually speak to him. So he's going to go where he went to try to talk to him.
Okay, yeah. So you eventually find Aaron Thor. He's back at the fort. He's there with Ronto, Vartan, and one of the members of the militia.
Gotcha. So then he walks up, and like as he walks up, he then kind of like looks down and sees the dice game that's going on, and he slows down and he shakes his head a little bit and refocuses on Aaron Thor. Walks up to him and goes, "Hey, big guy, you have a few minutes to talk? Wanted to ask you something."
Sure. I'll be right back, guys. No, I'll step away from them.
So they it's like, wave, and Vartan just goes to looking out on the horizon while Ronto and the militiaman start throwing dice again.
So yeah, he like kind of looks back a couple of times at the dice game, but then kind of shakes that off again and walks with Aaron Thor a little bit, and stops and goes, "Hey, seems that a few of you here, like you and Lady Asonia, Griffith, you all speak to your gods, and they seem like they talk back. Um, what's that like? Like, how do you try to talk to them?"
He kind of like scratches his head a little bit. He's like, it is a. I don't know. My relationship with Diantos is it feels more like a pull, like a direction that I must travel in, or the thing that I must accomplish. It feels more like a going with your gut. I have not, actually. I am trying to think of the last time that I prayed and I heard like a voice, but like there was the time where we were traveling and I sensed like a divine thing right on the road. It's the first time I've ever felt that. So I want. Well, I guess I should ask first. Do you wish to speak about speaking to the Antos, or is there a different deity you are thinking of communing with?
Well, I think I have communed. Funny word. Yeah, I've communed with. You ever heard of the goddess Megain?
I think I have. I have not spoken with them, but I have heard of Megain, yes.
Well, during our travels, I've had dreams, like or visions. It's when I sleep, I think, and
Hmm.
I think I've actually talked to her. She wants me to do certain things. She thinks I'm important somehow, I guess.
Hey,
But
well,
I don't know how to deal with that or talk to her when I need to. I'm not. I've never been a religious man.
hmm. Is Megain a god that you worship?
That's the thing. I don't get the sense that she wants worship. She she wants me to do things. She deals with actions rather than prayers, but
Hmm.
I don't know. It's the first time I've ever dealt with something like this, and I just didn't know how to go about that. I don't want to anger a goddess. You know what I mean?
Hmm. Well, what kind of things is she asking you to do?
It seems like she just wants to make sure I'm going to the right places. Like the vision I had with the tiefling skeleton next to the book. That was apparently our lich friend.
Oh, you dreamt about him.
Right.
Oh, that is handy.
Yeah, so she's showing me things and feels like
Hmm.
she's done something to me. She's given something to me, but I just don't know where to use what she's given me. Like, it seems important. I just don't know where I'm headed.
Hmm. That is faith. The important thing is that you need to know what it is the things that you want to do. It is good to have the guidance of the god, at least to put your to in a certain direction, as I said before. But in the end, the one who must walk the path is you, and it's having faith that you will not only accomplish what your god wishes, if Megain is going to be your god, but also that you are doing the things that you want to do, inviting the change into the world that you wish to invite. The world is crazy. If we can make it a better place, you know, and the gods certainly wish it to be so. That is why I believe the Antos has given me guidance in this direction. But it is faith that faith in myself, but also faith in her. That I will do my best. But if unless the god is evil, I don't think you have to worry too much about uh, offending them or not. They are gods. They have tons of things. I'm sure they are worrying about. We just we are pieces on a chessboard, a very big chessboard, and we can be important ones and make sure that the evil side gets checkmated. I think I'm losing my metaphor.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever played chess. But I think I get where you're going. I'm hearing, don't worry about it. Do what you've been doing, and she chose me for a reason, I guess.
Yeah. If she wanted you to do something specific, I think she would be like, hey, do this thing because I want you to do it. The pushing you in a direction means that she is expecting you to find your way to these places on your own, that your free will is important to you. There are evil gods out there, and I'm pretty sure they do not leave riddles behind, they leave orders.
Huh. Okay. Did
Dale,
Diantha? Oh,
not
yeah.
to interrupt. Why don't you roll perception and let's see if you get above a 14.
Okay, perception. All right. Huh, 13.
Oh,
Okay.
So he's all, huh. Okay. Well, did Dianthos ever tell you to do something or guide you somewhere?
yeah, I think in a lot of ways, I cannot off the top ever getting a like clear like I don't think I've ever, at least I don't remember dreaming of Dianthos, but I hear her in in the breeze. I hear her in the laughter of children, of honest folk laughing, having a good time. That is where I hear her voice the most. It is in protecting that and protecting nature. So I think she trusts me to you know see about things and using my best judgment. But I have, at least I don't think I've done anything to upset her.
You're a robot again.
Oh,
Okay. Huh. All right. Well, I think that's good then. Yeah. Yeah, it makes sense. Just have faith then. Okay. I can I can do that. Yeah. Thanks, Thor. Appreciate it. Now, It's like there's a dice game I gotta get to playing. If you don't mind. And he starts kind of walking a little bit faster back to the game that the folks are playing.
Why don't you give me another perception check, Dale?
Okay. $10.
Okay. So never mind on that again.
Yep.
You go and you sit down and you throw some dice with some of the guys.
Nice.
All right. Well, evening time starts to roll around. At this point, everybody is back. Griffith has already got most of the town salivating on the food that he is, concocting. Matt, I will let you come up with the name of this dish and what you have done to it to spice it up and make it your own.
I don't know that this is worthy of a named dish at this point, but I like the idea that there was cattle available to hunt. So it will be a combination of beef and venison.
Okay.
And really just preparing the steaks and everything. So it's simple fare versus any kind of cuisine. So no name, just
Okay.
just well seasoned, salt, pepper. My magic pouch doesn't give me that much seasoning, so just well prepared and bulk cooking to feed as many people as possible.
Right. Okay. That'll work.
Can part of my promotion be to promote what he's doing as far as the bulk feeding and things, like as well as the tavern situation, like the food and the
How would you like to
businesses?
promote that?
Well, if I know he's doing sort of a massive feast, I mean, I'll expend a little bit more coin, to pay it forward either to the cooks, or the whoever prepared it, drinks, basically just trying to make sure that he gets business, that the food gets around, that
So you mean basically giving a little extra coin to add
Yeah.
some hands to help him do what he's doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah,
So
go ahead and erase another 10 copper then, and
I shall.
you spread it around a bit.
I'm spreading the wealth. Yep.
And of course, as part of the whole preparation and providing the fare, giving thanks to Dianthos, goddess of the hunt, for providing, prey to feed these people and everything, including the religious aspect of that, being the cleric that I am.
Okie doke. I thought I had a different picture for this.
Yeah, I'm definitely the club promoter here.
No problem. So it actually turns into like a bit of a party.
Yep,
Not
that's the whole
grossly
point.
over the top, but they've got some torches set out around this area. People have pulled some wooden benches. There's some little bit longer and thicker wooden planks that people are kind of using for tables or to set up like pots or whatnot that may have had other things brewing in it. And you end up hearing that there is there's another group that's traveling that's coming in for the night, and it seems like it's a fairly big group. It's 10 people in total. Looks like they're all kind of a part of the same caravan.
Is there dancing?
There's a bit going on.
Do we have anybody that plays musical instruments?
I was going to ask if our bard was around.
There are some peasants that are kind of doing their best.
Alamore does do the flute, but she hasn't said that yet.
Well, as part of it, I mean, frankly, at this point, it has turned into a celebration from Zara's perspective because she's promoting all of this. So,
Yeah.
I will absolutely pay a little extra copper for people who want to play street music and stuff that happen to know maybe a violin, something, or fiddle or whatever.
Sure. Okay.
So, yep.
Shoot. Now, where did I put that one? Hang on one second. Was it
We
here?
need the happy good stuff, all the money, pass it around. It all exchanges hands. It's all part of it. So camaraderie. People come together right now.
Over me.
Mm.
All right. So as you guys are collectively all around with the others, they're eating, and it's a pretty good time. There's still some people that not everybody's here, but there's still some people that are putting in some extra elbow grease to try and get like a home, their home finished up or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I would say about half of the entire town is here at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Militia.
I'm hiring like the immigrants, like the people that came
Mhm.
here, like what we talked about, the refugees and things.
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to get them work. Essentially, is kind of the idea. So as well,
Sure,
and to
sure.
celebrate.
So as you guys are kind of watching and partaking in the festivities, you end up seeing a kind of a dashing looking man with what appears to be like a lute over his shoulder. He's got he has nice linens on at this point, kind of a worn cloak, but you'd expect that from somebody who's trying to keep the rest of their clothing kind of nice. Black hair, a little bit. He's got kind of a beard going on, but also some shadow and a little bit of stubble. He apparently has an entourage with him. And he looks around and he sees the festivities are going on, and he looks to in fact, since you were the one talking to everybody, he looks to you. You're smoozing the most, basically. He looks to Zara and he says, would you mind if I take part? I and my troop have just arrived in your lovely new village.
Oh well, I would love it, but what's the name of your troop, and where have you come from? It seems to be right on time.
So he bows politely, and since you're the closest there, why don't you give me a perception check?
Okay, perception. Oh, nice. Okay, +6. No, what? 7. I rolled a 1.
Oh,
Lame. I don't think I have reroll. We don't do rerolls in this, right? Like,
you can re-roll that if you want.
do I have a reroll? I don't think I do.
You need one?
I think it's too late.
Yeah, it would be
Can't
too
do it
late
after
for
the
that, yeah.
fact. Yeah.
If you already had
let
one,
me
you
just double
certainly can.
check. I don't think I do, but let me just confirm. It's a big ass character sheet. Sorry, it's a big character sheet.
Kind of rolled past the right point, but Folus would have pulled out some panpipes and.
I
Okay.
don't see a reroll on here, so no, I cannot reroll it. So I
Okay.
failed that.
No,
Yeah. So
no
nope, I
problem.
am not perceptive.
So he, like I said, he bowed humbly, and he says, where did I put it here? Hang on one moment. Shoot. There we go. Okay. Let me get these pulled up. So he bows and he places his. Oh, you got to reroll from.
Yeah,
Abby.
it's all that.
So he
Thank you.
bows and he says,
You're welcome.
I am Heracred Falconius. He says, I am a known
Oh
artist
my.
and bard of the realm. And he says, if you would honor me so, I would entertain you fine folk.
Ooh.
Brittany, is this your bard?
What's that face?
Yes,
What's that face,
yes,
Brittany?
yes.
All right. So, would I know the name? I know you said perception, but would I know the name? Perhaps. Could I roll like a history, or I don't know if I know the name.
You know what? Absolutely. Yes.
Sorry.
Yes, you
Absolutely yes, sir.
can. Mhm.
Okay. So let me history. Oh, I got nothing. I mean, just well, let me do better on this. 14. Sure. The bard. I don't remember his...
You actually have heard of him.
Oh.
He's a widely regarded bard that has his origin is from Theria, but for one reason or another, he is known throughout Karakanot primarily.
Oh.
Being very skilled and sought after by many inns and royalty and high class merchants for entertainment purposes.
Well, Zara will be like, well, sir, I think that perhaps you can honor me with your presence up there. I would be happy to introduce you to the crowd. This is a great place so far. Oh, and you have to try the food. It's amazing.
And so he smiles. He takes off his cloak and what he ends up doing is he kind of does like one of these numbers with his hands, and you can hear the snap from his clothing as it like immediately straightens up to a proper form, and he starts pulling off his loot. The rest of his troops start getting it together, and then right at that point, Zara, you see a woman who, in the right lighting, looks a lot like Asonia. That she's just more shapely.
Okay. I kind of I look and I kind of wave him over. I'm just like fangirling, like, look who we got, kind of deal over here, like pointing to that and just kind of waving her over.
Okay.
I think that's who it is.
Okay, so well, I mean, I don't know what the rest of you are doing as Zara is, kind of pointing this out. He is setting up
fangirling.
He's setting up for a song. And he gets up there and he says,
We lost George.
Yeah,
oh, no.
he's coming in and out because of his connection, unfortunately.
Okay. Sonia. Sonia, did you see what Zara just pointed out?
Are we in the same place?
You're probably pretty near it, yeah.
Zara's being overly helpful with helping the caravan get set up.
Okay, sure.
Alamore's definitely at the party because that's definitely her thing.
Yeah, I would be at the party too. Okay, so did the newcomers come to the party, or are they like not there yet?
No, they have come to. They're already here, and they're at the party.
Yeah, it's turned into a block party.
Yeah, I'm gonna basically Asonia is gonna freeze and not speak.
Okay. All right, so at that point, he said,
I realize I'm being ignored.
Yep. They have finished setting up, and he does a quick instrument check with his lute, and other people are lined up, like they've got drums and they've got pipes. They've got another person doing another lute just in case. And he's, he gets up there and he says, this song is titled You Got the Gaze. And for those of you who may not pick up on the pun, it's actually a reskinned version of The Look by Prince.
You got the look.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
That's
they
exactly
start
what I was
off. So
picturing.
they start off. It says, "Here we stand, knight. The quest we both dream of, rogue versus knight, in the great tourney of hearts. Tell me, have you got that gaze? You rode in, helm head high." And then Asonia, the Asonia clone, echoes, "Lady, I've never seen a knight's eyes cut so deep.
Oh Lord.
You've got that gaze. Armor in, golden white, blades dance in the silver light. Do me. I think I want you." And so, you could, those of you who are there at this point, you can tell there's enough. There's enough of the look of the primary female lead that is in this group that it looks like Asonia, but more shapely. And much like the Prince video and whatnot, like they lean up against one another, sing in duets, and they are friendly in a dangerously not PG sort of way, for the group, or for the most onlookers. But the song is very professionally done. Everybody knows their parts. They know what they're doing. They actually have at this point added some minor like cantrip spells that add lighting effects.
Ooh.
In the area. So it's like a legit production sort of thing. So by the time they get through they end up getting through the song. I'll actually
while they're doing their production, Sonia's just gonna leave.
Wait, no, hold on. Folas is coming over to her.
Okay.
Sonia,
Styling
Alamore
hand.
is not letting you leave.
Hey,
I mean, I'm
Sonia!
using some druidcraft to create some fun effects and stuff while the concert's going. Like
Okay.
it's Zara's in full celebration mode at this point.
Sure. Okay.
Sonia, like, do you know her? Are you related to her?
No, I have nothing to do with that woman.
Does she look like you? She looks like more like you than your cousin.
Thank you.
Can you move like that?
No.
What is going on?
I don't know whether to be offended.
I've had enough. I'm going to retire.
Oh boy.
Cousin, is this that bard?
Oh, do you know this bard?
Reluctantly, yes.
He has danced for you before?
Oh, that bard.
If you've ever heard any songs about me, this is the bard that wrote the songs.
Oh, she must really like you, yeah? She look like you? She write song about you?
No, the man.
No, he don't look like you.
Apparently, he hired an assistant.
Is this new?
Oh.
I don't.
I had
No,
no idea.
it's
I had no
been
idea.
going on for a little while. Remember when we were on our way to the mines, and we ran into some people that refused to believe I am who I am because
Yes,
I don't look like the woman in the song.
because he has the stand-in, who is definitely not as beautiful as you. She could not stand in battle as you do.
That's
I don't know. It looked like she could dodge an arrow.
well.
Alamore looks at
Enjoy.
you.
Oh boy.
And they end up breaking into another song, which is basically almost the identical to the Blazing Saddles theme song. She
Oh, boy.
rode a blazing saddle, she wore a shining star. Her
I didn't
job
know.
to offer battle to bad men near and far.
Oh boy.
If these songs catch on, I'm going to have to move.
You just
I'm
did
gonna have
move.
to. I'm gonna have to set up shop. Set up a new settlement. Halfway across the country.
Give us
I
the
am
Sonia.
so sorry. I had no idea that you guys had that much of a history. Holy moly. Okay. Well, just a one-time thing. I mean, it kind of turned into like a sort of celebration. We're all happy to be here. I mean, that's kind of the whole idea. I'm so sorry. I meant well. I promise.
No, the town could use some music.
Just to
I
pick me
know.
up, honestly, this kind of thing, like I have met so many people around. Like, a lot of the people that came here were refugees, and they just were not the area wasn't letting them in, like to settle or anything. Like, it just when this happened, my gosh, they feel like they have an opportunity now. So I think that actually is great. Like, I actually went ahead and hired some extra people to help with the cooking and stuff, and that just goes back into the town. You know what I mean?
Yes, that's all good.
I'm so sorry again. I just when he came in, I mean, I kind of knew him, but and it just seemed like a good opportunity. I didn't realize it was going to be like that. I'm so sorry. She's genuinely
Wonder.
remorseful and doesn't know what else to do. Like, she's like, I'm just
The crowd is
sorry.
eating it up.
Yeah.
Hopefully he doesn't plan to stay long.
I mean, maybe a couple more songs. I can talk to him afterwards, kind of feel him out a little bit, see what the
No,
deal is, if it's a pass through or what.
Does he
the
know
people
you're
are
here?
enjoying it.
How could he not? I mean, it's knowledge that we all have this area, right? You just can't come here randomly. I feel like at this point, right? I don't feel like this was an accident. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Do you want me to go handle it?
Mm,
That would be.
I'll leave it up to you. I
That
am more
that
than
would
happy
look.
to ask him to stop and leave after this song is up, and then just move on. Like, you are more important.
The people are having a nice night. Let them have their fun.
I don't want it to be at your expense, though. I mean, that's just not a good feeling. I just don't want them. I mean, does anybody relate those songs to you other than you at this point? Because I didn't know that they were about you.
Oh,
So,
everybody does.
well, shit, I didn't. I'm out of the loop.
Like when
I sleep
like when you
outdoors
sing
these
along to
days.
a song on the radio and you have no idea what the actual lyrics are.
That's right. Bards sing about a lot of stuff, and sometimes just one ear and out the other. I just.
Oh, you are the single ladies? I didn't know that was you.
Folus the Centauro is over there doing the boot scooting boogie.
Back in and just sort of stepping around.
Yeah. Nice. He's very light on his hoofs. Well, since they're not letting Sonia leave, then she's gonna go have a drink.
Okay.
And maybe 2 or 3.
All right. Why don't you give me a Constitution check?
Okay.
We're going carousing.
The moment Quaid sees Lady Sonia start drinking, he walks up. He's like, "All right, a challenge," and he starts drinking
Oh
too.
no. She might
Are you here
might
for the
actually
good
do it.
stuff? Slams it down.
Where's my
Is there a
Constitution?
tavern
Can't read it.
here? Yes. Cool. I get drunk.
Almost.
I love how this turned into a
5.
party. That's awesome.
I rolled a 5.
All right.
Oh yeah.
I think Queen wins that round.
Such a bad influence.
He wins the match
Like,
and
it's
the
like
game.
Gimli and Legolas, the drinking game.
Should I
Queen's
make
the
a
paladin with
constitution
the
roll
aura
too?
of
Yes, Dale.
alcoholism.
Go ahead.
Okay. 15.
Oh yeah. So I mean, this is very much like the Gimli Legolas scene, where he's like, I think I'm feeling it, sort of thing, and Asoni is just like, and all the traveling I did with him, and just and the thing, and she's very uncharacteristically Asonia at this point. Like normally she's very composed and like her third drink in at this point, and she's talking about like, okay, well, like she ends up, it all kind of blurs together, but like how he rescued her from a bandit camp early on, and that she slept near him as they camped but never saw her, for what she was, or what she thought she was, and he never said he was a Falconius right away because I absolutely wouldn't have dated him. Just like rambles on about just semi-incoherent stuff that sounds relevant but not entirely in English.
I should get her drunk more often. She talks a lot more.
Lady Asonia, you should give him what for? How dare he come here and he's just gallivanting around, and he's like kind of spilling his drink a little bit too. He's
Okay.
like, you should go. I'll come with you. Let's go. Want me to punch him in the face? I'll do it. Why not? It'd be fun.
Yeah, sport fighting.
So Brittany, why don't you give me a wisdom check at a disadvantage, or wisdom save?
Everybody was
Okay.
bar fighting. Hiya!
A wisdom check.
Yeah, wisdom save at a disadvantage.
Oh.
Wow. Okay.
Not bad.
Phyllis's hooves were.
You're not that
fast as
persuasive, I guess.
lightning.
Yeah. Now, no. Yeah. It sounded good for just a brief moment, like telling them off or something. But then, but you still have largely a hold of your faculties, so you probably come out. It's like, no, I like him.
Be like that.
But I don't like
That would
him.
be
Sort of thing.
disruptive from the party.
Yeah.
Oh, fine. Then you should just go over there and I don't know, just if you like him, then I don't know, you gotta go over there because he's all up on. And he looks back at you and her. Wow, that's like, is she your sister? Looks a lot
See?
like you. I don't know. Wow.
Is she in your clan?
I see what's going. Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, everyone knows why he's here. Then you get it, right?
Wow.
I don't get it.
I don't know what he just travels and plays his music.
What?
He's just traveling.
I mean, you're a little blurry right now. Okay, you got to fix that. But
you're blurry.
No.
You actually see
blurry.
two of Quaid right now.
I go.
Maybe you guys should.
You're both blurry. You need to like.
I kind of steady her, put some hands on her shoulders. All right. Let me look at your
This
drink.
is
Are you
this
done?
is really good.
Yeah,
Who
apparently.
made this? Did Griffith make this?
Hey, Griffin!
I don't know.
He
I know
he makes the best
he
everything.
does.
Are you?
Let's go get some water, huh? Yeah. Let's go. And it's
Did
kind of
Griffith make the water too?
Water.
yes, and it's even better than this, I
No,
promise.
do not drink the water
Oh,
that
wait.
Griffith makes.
I just look at Quaid, I'm just like, you wanna come with for some water? I
What?
kind of smacked the drink out of his hand.
Oh,
Yes, you need some water.
I wasn't done. I wasn't done.
I've got something better for you. Come on, come on. I'm gonna cast Charm Person.
On
Wow.
Yes.
on who?
On Quaid.
On Quaid? Okay.
Let me pull it up here.
The pastry woman strikes again.
So yeah. So basically, so I cast it. So when they have to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Mhm.
You
Okay.
do have advantage if your allies are fighting it. I don't know if you're really fighting it at this point, so I'll leave that up to you. You're drunk, so
I have Fey
they might
ancestry,
negate.
so I do get advantage on saving
Okay.
throws against being charmed.
Yes.
So, yeah,
Okay.
I'll go ahead and
So
do
you
that.
do have advantage. So on a failed save, you get the charm condition until it ends. And then basically you're just friendly towards me, but after it ends, you're like really pissed. So
Okay. Let me try it out. Okay, it's number 1.
DC is 14. Not hard to beat. Yeah.
Yeah, he beats it on both rolls.
Okay.
Cool.
Like,
Dang it.
I mean, she, you don't see, I don't want the water. Are you putting them in the water? Because that ain't
No.
better than what Griffith's making. You should drink. You should drink. And he picks up like another cup that like has them in it. You should.
I just smack it out of his hand again.
Zara, why
Uh,
don't you take a Sonia, and I will stay here with Quaid.
Brittany, why don't you roll another wisdom save at disadvantage again?
Okay.
Every time you pick up a cup, just gonna smack it out of your hand. I'm just saying.
Party foul.
It's gonna be solo cups all over the floor of our village.
What the heck?
That could be a good roll, but you have disadvantage. Oh, out of 14. Okay. So so you are thoroughly drunk at this point, Sonia, because while she was batting away the drinks from Quaid, you were using that distraction to like grab another drink and yeah, just to drink more.
It was a ploy. Oh my god.
Reinforcements arrive.
Teamwork.
Pretty much.
Alvor
All right.
comes over and says, "You've had enough, Asonia." And
Well, one second. So,
Sorry.
Sonia, give me a dexterity save. Same, just at a disadvantage.
Folus is going to say to Zara in Sylvan, he's going to be like, "You take a Sonia. I'll stay with Quaid."
She nods, and shrugs at the same time, like kind of like, okay.
Oh wow.
It would not be the first time I've babysat a drunk party.
And at disadvantage. Okay. So this is what ends up happening with Asonia. Asonia clearly self-distraught and having way too much alcohol, especially given the fact that she never drinks like
Save
this.
face.
So Asonia gets hungry in that way. But the problem is she's nowhere near as accurate as she thought she might be.
Uh-oh.
And she ends up like at that point, because there was a bit of discussion about with Folus, Jazara, you take Asonia, I'll take Folus, so on and so forth. And Alamora, was starting to come in, so there was a little bit of a shake up there. She kind of leans into Zara. Now, not like she doesn't completely fall over, but then you end up feeling her mouth at your neck. Now, it's actually not really a bite. Like, you can kind of feel teeth, but it almost feels a little bit more like you're being gummed.
Oh my goodness. I'm gonna pick up Asonia.
So Alamora can still help, obviously.
So I'm muted. Sorry, I was like, what I'm doing is I'm kind of doing one of those weird numbers. I'm putting my hand kind of in between her face and my neck, and like you just kind of peel her off, kind of deal.
Yeah, it's not terribly hard. Like, she still
But
kind of
it's just
tries
like-
to. She still kind of tries to like lean into it, but again, she's so
My-
drunk, it's not.
My
accurate.
hand is kind of like on her face at this point, kind of pushing it back.
I'm really 2 hands on the back of her clothes, picking her up.
Okay.
Like just one of those peel the face off, like no, face, no, let's go this way, and I just kind of direct her.
Alamora,
Does she feel my teeth?
Do you think
Does-
you could
Does she feel my teeth on her hand?
take
Yeah, a little
Sonia
bit.
out, and I will watch Cade for a moment.
Yeah.
After I kind of maneuver her, I take my hand off her face and just kind of wipe it on her vest.
Okay. So Follis has a hold of Asonia, and Alamora, what were you asking? character?
She was asking Folis if she'll take Asonia out, and Alamora will babysit Cade. Not Cade,
Quaid.
but Quaid.
Okay.
Quaid.
Oh,
Okay.
I thought I was taking a Sonia and he was dealing with Quaid.
Yeah, that was before she.
That was before she went elf feral.
Ah.
He'll tell her in Sylvan. He like trade roles. You take Quaid, and I will just walk off. With
All right. Well,
Alamora will order some pastry for Quaid and like kind of deftly push his cup over with the plate. So he instead of grabbing the drink, he'll grab the pie.
Okay.
So much wasted drinks.
So Quaid,
It just scoots over.
why don't you give me a Constitution save?
and I shall try to lead him away.
Okay.
Jerome, how many solo cups are on the ground of our village?
If solo cups were a thing, probably quite a few.
Oh no.
9.
Oh wow. Okay.
That roll when I need to turn person.
Yeah. So Quaid at this point, Mindy was still watching. She's all ew. So Quaid at this point, while they were while Asonia was basically drawing aggro from everybody and causing a scene with Zara, she was not available to slap drinks out of your hand, and you managed to find another one.
See, I can't win. It's one or the other.
Woo! Yeah, Paul is like, moral of the story, less parties.
No, these
I
ones can't
think
hold your
I think we
liquor.
need more parties. Clearly.
Yeah, you can't hold your liquor.
So
We're not doing it right. We need more practice.
So Abby is you were helping to babysit Quaid, that's right. And Zara, you were still there, yes?
Yeah, I was basically peeling her off of me
Right.
with my hand on her face, and we basically decided that I guess I'm going to deal with Quaid now, and he's going to take Sonia.
Okay, so Quaid, right now
So-
I need you to roll a d6.
Roll 6.
This is never good.
Odd, it's Alamora. Even, it's Zara.
Uh-oh. Oh no, I'm getting some projectiles, I'm
6.
sure.
Zara.
Zara,
Oh,
okay.
boy.
So you're already kind of used to having traveled with her for a bit, her flirty ways, and clearly she likes the party, knows how to handle herself. What you want to do is ask her to dance. You just to speak to that, which in actuality you say, even though mentally you're like, okay, I'm asking to dance. mental, physically, you actually go in for a kiss.
Yeah, there's like, and so yeah, then he leans in and goes for a kiss. Then
Can I dodge?
What's your armor class?
Yeah, I know. Basically, that's what it's going to come
14.
down to. Yeah, so Quaid, roll against her armor class.
I mean, I can't. Like a dex or something.
let's see here.
Well, this
Okay,
would
so-
technically be kind of a grapple, so
Yeah.
it would be
Well, armor class is determined by dex, so
yeah.
partially.
Okay, so am I not rolling anything, or
Yeah, you're not
I'm
rolling
just...
anything. You have a
okay.
score he has to beat.
Okay,
Yeah,
he
let's
probably
see
can
here.
beat it. I'm sure.
And we have a +3 chaperone at this event, right?
Yeah, that was me, but I'm taking a Sonia out.
Oh,
Alamore is chaperoning. At,
yeah, I think you're the designated driver.
yeah,
Clovis.
definitely. Alamora has hardly touched the alcohol.
And she
She
has
learned
all
her
the
lesson the first time.
and she
And
has
you know-
all the more reason not to at this point. It's
Mhm.
Zara is also completely sober. She has
Yeah.
actually been chaperoning this whole party as well,
Sure,
weirdly.
sure.
So,
So,
25.
yeah.
Yes. So that
Woo-hoo-hoo.
Well, you
that is
land
very-
it.
Yeah. Yep. So
And
the
she
shut-
is
the
wide-eyed
shuttle-
looking at you like, what? Your breath stinks. But it was weirdly soft lips.
Yep.
You smell like alcohol, but weirdly, it's not unpleasant.
And he pulls back.
I mean, you're
he's like,
convinced. I'm convinced. So,
yeah,
shocked.
that was a good dance. All right.
Yeah.
Ah,
I just look at the others. Can someone tuck him in? I don't trust anything.
I'll take it. And she grabs Quaid's wrist and just like, let's go dance outside. And she'll
Good
tug him
idea.
along.
All right. So he starts
Zara's
just
got
kind
this
of waving
shocked
back
look
and
on
forth.
her face as you leave, like, what? Like, what? WTF just happened?
And that is where we're going to stop it for the evening. Sorry, I'd let it go a little bit further, but I've got an early day tomorrow. So,
Yeah.
Okay. So, obviously that leads us into RP votes. Brittany.
Oh. There's some good stuff tonight.
I'm gonna go with Rachel. I think she was a really good organizer / chaperone.
Okay.
She took
George.
a lot.
Oh yes, and people got drunk.
Yeah, for the part of the game I was able to see thanks to my internet. I think I'm gonna go with Dale
Okay.
because he told Sonia that she's too blurry and she needs to work on that, and I agree.
And you agree?
I agree.
Abby.
Sonia for negotiations and drunkenness. was
Okay.
just great.
Those are my middle names.
Dale.
Let's see. I'm gonna go with Rachel for knocking drinks out of Quaid's hand over and over again.
Random. You keep talking. She just keeps slapping. Just talking, slapping.
Yeah. Guest starring as Zara Matumbo. No. Mike, or sorry, Rachel.
It's a toss up between Dale and Brittany. Both were a lot of fun. But I think Dale for that. That was fun.
Okay. Mike.
I'm going with Dale for exploring his situation with McGain.
Okay. Yeah, good point.
Mhm.
And then Matt.
I'd like to split it between George and Dale for that conversation of faith, but I guess I have to go to Dale just because he initiated it.
Okay, cool. So that means Dale, you win the RP vote.
Yeah.
You've got the extra points to put to your character sheet. So, guys, thank you all for hanging out with us tonight and watching. We'll be back again next week on Wednesday for more of Star Wars. And then Friday and Saturday will be Mythic Savannah on Friday, and Marvel Superheroes on Saturday. So thank you guys all for hanging out with us and chatting, and we will catch you again next time. Good night, guys.
Night. Bye.